Hi, and welcome to your practice. I am Joy, this is Blues, and we're going to guide you through a sweet, short yin session for the lower back to release tension, to create some space. We're going to need a block. If you don't have a block, just grab a book or a folded blanket is enough as well. And let's dive right in. So you can lay yourself down on your back. And then bending your knees, stepping the feet about hip distance apart. You can rest your hands on your lower belly. And just make sure that you are relaxing your elbows down on the floor so you're not activating your arms. Maybe you need to shuffle yourself around a bit, making yourself comfortable. And then just closing the eyes. And we'll just start by taking a deep breath in through the nose and sigh it out through the mouth. Another deep breath in. Deep breath out. One more. Inhale as deep as you can. And release. Now just let your whole body soften down to the earth. And we'll just take a little moment here to arrive. A moment to just notice how your body feels. Do you notice any tension or tight spots? And just checking in with how your body is feeling in this moment. And then you can slowly start to connect with the breath. You can just do that by moving the awareness to your hands and starting to notice the breath moving underneath your hands. So noticing the rise of the belly when you breathe in, and when you breathe out, the softening of the belly down to the floor. So inhaling, filling your belly up with air. Exhaling, release. And we'll just take a few breaths here, finding that connection, noticing your own rhythm. And then let's start to deepen our breath a tiny bit. So with your next inhale, try to round your belly like a balloon, filling it all the way up with air. And exhale, release. 2 more times. Inhale, filling your belly up like a balloon. Exhale, softening. 1 more. Inhale deeply. Exhale. And then we're going to do a little somatic exercise where with our inhale, we're going to rise the belly up. And at the same time, we're going to gently press our tailbone down in the floor so that you'll notice a little arch in the lower back. And with our exhale, we're going to very slowly and mindfully come back to neutral. So let's do that. Again, inhale, rounding your belly, softly pressing your tailbone down, gently arching the lower back. And then exhale, very slowly releasing back to neutral. We're going to do that 2 more times. So inhale, round belly, softly press the tailbone in, arching the lower back. And exhale, slowly release. 1 more time. Inhale, arching the lower back, pressing the tailbone down. Exhale very slowly and gently, as slow as you can, coming back to neutral. Now let's just take a deep breath in without arching. And then with our exhale, we're going to press the lower back down in the floor, so flattening the lower back, tilting our hips. And then with your next inhale, very slowly releasing back to neutral. So doing the exact opposite. Let's do that again. Take a deep breath into neutral. Exhale, softly pressing your lower back down in the floor, tilting your tailbone. Inhale, very gently releasing back to neutral. Exhale here. One more time. Inhale. Exhale, pressing your lower back down. Inhale gently, coming back to neutral. Exhale, relax. Now let's combine these two together. So inhale, rounding your belly, softly arching the back. Exhale, slowly coming back to neutral. Staying in neutral for your next inhale. Exhale, pressing your lower back down, flattening the arch. Inhale, slowly coming back to neutral. Exhale, relax. We'll do that 2 more times. Inhale, round belly, arch the lower back. Exhale, slowly coming back to neutral. Inhale, staying here for neutral. Exhale, flattening the lower back down. Inhale, slowly coming back to neutral. Exhale, stay. One more round. Inhale, arching the back. Exhale, back to neutral. Inhale, stay. Exhale, flattening the lower back down. Slowly coming back to neutral. Relax. Let's take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. Just noticing how the lower back feels. And then you can cross your right ankle over your left knee. And you can hug your left knee into your chest, either interlacing your hands around your thigh, or if you have more space over your shin, just make sure that your head is relaxing down. And if your head is not touching the floor, you can maybe place your blanket or block underneath your head, just so that your head can rest. Noticing the nice stretch up the hamstring. Taking a few deep breaths here. And trying to not activate your arms too much. Almost just letting the weight of the arms do the job, so you don't have to actively pull your knee into your chest. Let's take one more breath here. Deeply in, deeply out. Gently letting go of your left knee. Just stepping your right foot back on the mat. Noticing the difference. One more breath. And then crossing your left ankle over your right knee. Hugging your right knee into your chest, either interlacing your hands around your thigh or your shin. Maybe this side feels different, so it's okay if it looks a little different. You don't necessarily have to do exactly the same. Making sure your head can rest either on the floor or on an extra pillow. And just noticing the opening on this side. Trying to keep the shoulders soft. Just taking a few nice deep breaths. One more breath here. Gently letting go of your right knee. Releasing your left foot back down to the earth. Let's widen the arms a little bit, walking the feet a little bit wider, and very slowly start to move your knees from side to side. And this can be very slow, mindful, noticing the sensations around the hips and lower back. One more. And then slowly coming back to your center. We're going to walk the feet again hip distance apart. And then grabbing your block, we're going to lift up our hips, placing the block underneath your sacrum. So it's just below the lower back, just above the butt. And then really relaxing that whole hip area down into the block. And you'll notice a lengthening of the spine. Feel free to gently adjust your feet in a way that it feels right for your body. And you can just place your arms wherever they feel good. So maybe if you crave some extra opening in the chest, you can relax your arms into a cactus or overhead. So finding a spot where it feels nice, but where you also feel the lengthening. And then starting to relax both of your legs. Trying to not hold yourself up using muscles, but trying to relax your hips down with every exhale. Yeah, so during yin poses, it can be really nice to focus on the breath. It can be really nice to connect with your own rhythm and to really use every exhale to release tension, to literally breathing that tension out of your body. Now, for a final moment, there is the option to one by one straighten out the legs to the front of the mat. Only do this if it feels okay for the lower back. If you feel any pinching pain or it's just a little too intense, just keep your knees bent. And then again, relaxing all the muscles in your legs and softening the hips down to the earth with every exhale. Now let's take one more deep breath in. Deep breath out. Then if you have your legs straight, one by one, gently stepping your feet back on a mat. Bringing your arms back alongside the body, softly lifting up your hips, removing the block from underneath, and very slowly rolling your spine back down to the earth. Maybe dropping your knees together for a moment, walking your feet a little wider, and just noticing the sensations in the lower back. You might feel that pressing sensation a little longer. That's normal. Those sensations will soften within a few minutes. And then let's bring the knees into the chest, softly rolling over your lower back. Just a few gentle movements. And then for our next position, we're going to come into our twist. So just step your feet back down. Now let's shuffle the hips over to the right side of the mat. Opening the arms wide, palms are facing upwards. Inhale, hugging the knees into your chest. And exhale, bringing both knees over to the left, finding our supine twist. And if you notice here that there is a little more tension in the lower back or in your hip area, it can be really nice to put something in between your knees. This can be a pillow or blanket or block. And then relaxing both legs, relaxing your shoulders, letting your whole body become nice and heavy. And again, connecting with your breath. And using every exhale to soften and release. You are also free to relax one hand on top of your knee for a little bit of extra weight. Now let's take one more deep breath in. Deep breath out. Then very slowly and gently rolling back to your center. And just taking a moment to notice the sensations here. Just a moment to come back to neutral before we head over to the other side. One more breath. And then again, bending your knees, stepping your feet about hip distance apart. This time we're going to shift the hips over to the left side first, hugging the knees into the chest, inhale, and exhale, twisting both knees over to the right. Now this side may feel different, so just use whatever you need to use here. Maybe it feels a little less tense, maybe you have a little more space, so just notice what you need here. And then finding stillness, relaxing your shoulders, relaxing your thighs, connecting with your breath, and using every exhalation to release a little bit of tension. Let's take one more deep breath in, deep breath out. Very slowly, gently rolling yourself back to center, bringing your spine back to neutral, and just taking a moment here to notice how your body feels. This can be with straight legs. If that doesn't feel right for the lower back, you can always bend your knees, maybe letting the knees fall inwards. So just take a moment to notice the sensations. And then we'll just take a little moment of rest before we head on to the rest of your day. So just close your eyes, take a deep breath in through the nose, side out through the mouth, relaxing your whole body from head to toe. Just allowing yourself to be here for a moment. Allowing yourself to rest. Now slowly and gently start to bring some small and gentle movements back into your body. Wiggling your fingers and toes. And just giving yourself a nice big stretch, arms up overhead, and all the sounds that come with it. And then just hugging your knees into the chest. Rolling gently over your lower back one more time, giving yourself a big squeeze. And then just rolling yourself off to one side, gently pressing yourself up to seated. With our inhale, lifting the arms up overhead, bringing the palms together. Exhale, releasing the hands in front of your chest. Taking one more deep inhale. Deep exhale. Taking a little moment here, thanking yourself for your practice, for making the time and the effort to focus on your lower back, your body. And I want to thank you for sharing your practice with me. I wish you a beautiful rest of your day. And until we meet again, namaste.